Thanks. And with the governor talking about infrastructure, we wanted to see where Michigan's infrastructure stands right now. Bridges are one key component of that. 24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia has been scrutinizing bridge records around the state and around the country. He's live at I-196 and College Avenue with what we found out. Tony?
Good evening, Sue. We found that Michigan is fixing its deficient bridges at twice the rate of this country as a whole, but the state still has a higher than average rate of structurally deficient bridges. Here's an example of the fixes. There's a new bridge here on College Avenue over I-196, the Ford Freeway. Just a few years ago, this was on the list of the deficient bridges. A bridge is listed as deficient if one of the key components is rated as poor on a federally defined scale.
For example, on this bridge, College is brand new, but that middle, we call it a pier, in the middle between eastbound and westbound I-96. If there was a lot of concrete falling off that pier or exposed rebar, excessive cracking in that concrete, if the percentage met our guidelines, that would be judged as poor.
Some bridges that are still on the list as being deficient have been fixed recently or are being fixed right now, though that's likely happening around the country. Recent fixes include the new Fuller Avenue Bridge over I-196 and repairs to the bridges over US 131 at Hall and Burton Streets. Now, MDOT's most recent report for the state still shows more than 300 of its bridges are structurally deficient in the 14-county West Michigan area, including the Leonard Street Bridge over I-196 on the northeast side of Grand Rapids. We wanted to see how the state compares with the rest of the country. So to do that, we pulled Federal Highway Administration numbers from 2010 and 2007 and did the math. Here's what we found. Michigan has 9.3% fewer structurally deficient bridges over that 3-year period. That's about twice the 4.6% rate of the country as a whole. But 13.1% of Michigan bridges are still rated as deficient, compared to the 11.5% national average and 10.6% in neighboring Indiana. Now, if Governor Snyder succeeds in funneling more money towards infrastructure and specifically funnels it towards bridges, that could go some way toward putting Michigan closer to the national average. Live in Grand Rapids, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.